More on the AI trade. Wedbush's Dan Ives joins us here on set. He just released his 2026 outlook, forecasting 20% upside for the tech sector next year. When we say tech sector, define it. All of the NASDAQ, Mag 7 names, what are you seeing?
I think big tech, if I think about like big tech in the AI trade, that's probably going to be up anywhere from 20 to 25%. But I think it's really the AI revolution stocks. What I view as sort of the winners, up 20% at a minimum. Look, it's my view, this is just starting the next stage of the AI revolution. I mean, all of our checks are showing, even in the last 3-4 weeks, about 20-25% of deals are actually accelerated from the hyperscalers. So that's why I view it from software to cybersecurity, the infrastructure. I continue to view it as, this is just the beginning of the monetization of the AI revolution.
What do you make of these deals, though, excuse me, that NVIDIA has been making in terms of investing in a partner, which is basically a customer? Because in this case, the deal is that Synopsys will use CUDA, and so will become a paying customer. So they're investing $2 billion in stock in order to gain this customer. At some point, do you question that, or is that all fine?
Look, I mean, as someone like myself that covered tech, late 90s vendor financing, so obviously, worries, is that a red flag? Look, I view it as this is an AI arms race in terms of everything that's playing out. So for NVIDIA, for OpenAI, for what we see AMD and others, like they're putting stakes in the ground. I view it as for every dollar they spend, they're getting back $8 to $10. Now, in the near term, there could be questions until it plays out. But I think we're going to look out 2, 3, 4 years at these deals. And that's how, like NVIDIA, they're going to continue to be like, that's the one chip in the world that's fueling the AI revolution. And I don't see that slowing down. That's why I love everything Jensen's doing.
Were you surprised? I was. I'm curious that Synopsys didn't trade better today, understanding that stock went from $650 to $420 in a straight line. That announcement today, $80 billion company, $2 billion investment. I would have traded well. I thought it would traded a lot better than it did today.
Yeah, look, I think, if you look at Oracle, the $100 dip ever since OpenAI, the view almost like good is bad. Like being associated in NVIDIA, OpenAI, is that like a too big to fail moment? But I think we're going to look out, like, I'm surprised the stock didn't trade higher. I think there's something where I view that as more of an opportunity. Given my view, like that's one of those sort of second, third derivatives of this AI revolution trade into 26.
So, Dan, on the peripheral, so look at a Palantir. It's been a name that you've been bullish on. It's been hammered right after earnings. Is this one that you doubled down on, given the valuation, where it's just so outsized for everyone to actually look at it and think that they want to buy it even cheaper than it was, but it's not really substantially cheaper? Do you buy it here?
I mean, Steve, to me, you triple down. Because it's my view on Palantir. I get it's expensive today, but in the next 2-3 years, I think there's a $1 trillion market cap because 20-30% of all the deal flow, the trillions of dollars being spent on the use cases, I mean, they're playing a different game in terms of any AI use case in the enterprise, Palantir is first call. So that's still not reflected in the stock, and I get it's super expensive and it's become sort of a an emotional bull-bear debate. But I think this is a stock that we've talked about 200, 225, 250 in terms of my view where it goes.